Hey everyone, I'm Rushlock, and this is Marvel Strike Force, and I wanted to go over the Blitz system with you real quick. So here we have the Blitz system with Black Widow being the current event. The one before that was Black Panther, and before that I believe was Yondu. Let's go into it real quick and take a look at the reward system. So both Black Panther and Black Widow don't have a very attractive reward system to entice you to put a lot of resources into this. You have to be in the top 500 to even get the shards that are going to be of any relevant number. The shards you get from the milestones are totally irrelevant and have no purpose at all. That doesn't mean you should ignore Blitz mode while it's up by any means. As long as you're full on the restoration, go ahead and push your progression at least a little bit, because when you go to the milestones, you already get some free stuff, and there's no reason not to grab that. There's no opportunity cost. You're not giving something else up to be able to do this. On the Black Panther and Black Widow formats, they both had that top 500 payout. I try not to drop below 400 on the restoration currency, in case the next one is going to be more like Yondu, and Yondu's payout was a lot more aggressive. Now Yondu's a little bit easier to farm and acquire through normal gameplay, but getting a pile of shards for one specific character is very difficult to come across in this game. So it was a great opportunity to grab shards for Yondu. He's a very powerful character himself. And despite, again, being easy to farm up compared to other characters, getting a stack of his shards for free and very little effort is a great opportunity. So always keep an eye on what blitzes are going on. There's always a timer when you first go to them. You can track your milestones. I usually get to milestone about 6 playing casually without sinking a lot of extra resource into it. And again, always pay attention to the reward payouts. If you only see shards in the top 2 tiers, or, you know, a very narrow interaction, the narrower this is, the less resource and time I would put into that blitz. You just focus on other objectives for that time period. That's my opinion of it. In terms of managing your team, so you look at different teams. You'll do your assessment of who you want to fight, who you don't want to fight. When we first start out, it'll just say battle. There's no cost for it. This is not a default cost. I have this cost because I've used this team, and that cost will go away in about 6 hours after using it. And now I could go through here, and I can build another team with my roster. So if I want to take in, let's see, we're not really going to build a serious team here. We're just going to make a roster just to show you guys how it would work. You can see the cost goes away. We would still gain progression on the milestone. So that kind of goes into another concept where I think a lot of people that are new to the game think they are building a character or building a single team. And in the short term and in the beginning, that's fair. That's an understandable assessment. But as the game progression happens more and more for you, you're going to start building multiple teams. They're not going to get you as many points per interaction, but at the 0 cost, it makes you progression. You can see how, depending on the shard you're in, shard being the cluster or group of players you're competing against. Because again, I don't know if this is game-wide or you and a certain collection of people like the way the arena works. But managing multiple rosters will be very beneficial. But want to make sure you guys knew that the game system existed, know how to interact with it. Be aware of the currency. The 500 restoration currency is the maximum, so hoarding beyond 500 doesn't have much purpose. I believe that if you do the challenge mode, which we've talked about challenges elsewhere, there's one that interacts with this one specifically, the medical supply run. If you are at cap medical supplies and you complete these challenges, it replaces the reward with gold. I want to say it was like 7,500 at the last one I saw, but that could be also manipulated by what tier of the challenger you're in for that currency type. Just be aware that it even exists. You can do a little bit of science and see if it's worth it for you to stay capped and get the extra gold, or to push into a blitz. Again, I don't want to run out of this entirely during any event, unless it's one like the Yondu payout where I know I'm going to get some shards for that character for playing. But that's everything that I can think of at the moment for blitzing. If there's something you think we've forgotten and left out, just leave it down in the comments down below the video. It will help out other people immensely. But thank you, and enjoy the game.